Hey everybody, it's Christy at Hooks and Horseshoes. Thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. Today I want to talk to you about some bags that I've made in the past little bit. I know I haven't shared a lot of crochet stuff. That's just because there's not a lot of crocheting going on. But when I do crochet, it's usually probably quick and easy projects. Just something, that, what is that quick satisfaction thing? I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. But I haven't started on like anything major in a while. But I'm trying to work myself up to it. So maybe that's what these little ones are, helping me get back in that crochet groove. But anyway, the first bag project is this scrap basket. I made this back in December, finished it up sometime in December. This is all 3-weight yarn. I held 3 strands of 3-weight yarn that I had, scrap 3-weight, and I used a 6.5 millimeter hook. Let me get on this side. I've got the fibers or something. But anyway, it's super cute. I love how it turned out. It's tiny. It's about 6 inches tall. About 6 inches tall, about 7 inches across. But I love how it turned out. 3-weight yarn, 3 strands, 6.5 millimeter, and I don't have a pattern linked to my Ravelry account, so I'm not sure what pattern I used to start it, because I had to have some pattern to start it. I feel like it. I'm not sure, and I don't want to guess, because if I'm wrong. But anyway, here's the first bag. The second bag that I've made is a granny square basket. It's a bag. It's more of a bag. I feel safer calling it a bag. This is by, well, I don't think she has a Ravelry account, so I just linked on my Ravelry. This Southern Girl Can.com. I found this pattern on her website, YouTube channel. Actually, I came across of it while at work scrolling on Facebook, and I saw somebody had made it, and I followed the link and it sent me to her. And while I was sitting at work, I started it. I had this yarn with me, the burgundy, and then I came home and finished it up with the black. And I think the black is like a Chanel from, Dollar Tree. And then the drawstrings are Burnett blanket yarn that I have here at the house. I don't always carry yarn with me to work, but when I do, it's just usually in one of the project bags that I've been gifted, and I'll put like scrap yarn in it, or this one actually was a full skein, but it was only one, and it's kind of a bulkier weight, maybe like a 5 or 6. And so I just was able to use this yarn while at work because it didn't take up much room and it fit in that bag. Then I came home and finished it. But I love how it turned out. It's just a crochet, it's a granny square right here, and then you work your way up into however long you want it to be. And then, of course, it'll be as wide as you want it to be, as big as, however big you make the square. Turned out great. And then you just cinch it closed. I like it. There we go. And that is basket number 2, bag number 2. My last, let me turn back around. All right, so my last basket that I want to talk about is the biggest basket I've ever made. I was telling my friend Victoria how big this thing is, and she was trying to get an idea, because pictures don't always show. It's hard to tell. And she's like, is it about the size of a hamper? I'm like, yeah, but I think a hamper would fit it in this with room to spare, like the round hampers. But this is my big scrap basket that I've just finished up a couple of days ago. I started it at the beginning of January. It's huge. I'm trying to get back so you can see the whole bottom. Isn't that huge? And it'll hold like a ton of stuff. I mean, look at that. It's huge. I love it though. I love how it turned out. So I ended up using about 6-7 skeins of yarn. This is about 7 skeins of yarn. I had one of the big Red Heart, I think it's like the 700 something yards skein, the big ones. I had a baby blue one, full one, and then I had 3 of the variegated color and then 2 of the solid blue. And then I ran out of the solid blue and ended up putting in some gray. So this is the blue. So it's got baby blue, the variegated, and then that solid blue. But that solid blue had like these little specks of different colors in them. You can see them throughout. And so I ran out of that, and then I just kind of ended it up with gray. I think it still turned out pretty. But it's a big basket. I mean, 7 skeins of yarn. You can't beat that. And it'll hold a bunch of stuff. I mean, I can take this and put this in my camper when we go camping and use it to hold storage or like carry stuff back and forth from the house to the camper when I'm packing or unpacking. And so I don't know if you can get a good idea. I measured it, and it stands, if it's, you know, about 16 inches tall and it's about 22 inches across. But you know, with these, the more you put them, they'll just kind of stretch a little bit. So yep, that's my basket. It's huge, but I love it. I love how it turned out. I took my time with it. I didn't rush because, you know, holding 3 strands of yarn can be rough on your hands. And I used a 10mm hook. And I did follow the pattern almost verbatim, except for the top, the handles. I think when you do the handles, it has you go around one more time, and then you just kind of bind off. I just went around, I think 3-4 more times. I wanted my handles to be a little bit extra, and it used up more of the yarn. And I only have just like little, I still have some yarn left, but it's very small. Each one is just a small little bit. I don't know that I would have been able to go back around another time, at least with some of the yarn. But yeah, so this is what I got. I probably will be doing another one. I don't know if I'll make it as big, but it definitely is a stash buster project. And so, you know, and these can be used for just anything. Toys, clothes. I mean, just if you have blankets or something sitting around your living room, fold them up and throw them in there. I mean, you could sit a big plant, you know, sit a plant in this with a potted plant or whatever. So anyway, that's all I got to share with y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.